Well, chat. It has been a minute. It has been a minute, but for good reason. I have been in Japan. And it's nice to see. It's nice to see my stream again. It's nice to be in my room. It is nice to be alive. I'll tell you what. Um, and so, chat, I just want to do a little, a little recap of what I've been up to. Because I have been away I've been away since from the stream, I've been away a while. I did do a stream while I was in Japan, but I've been away for a while. And so I just kind of want to do a little recap based on kind of what happened, what we're doing, and just kind of reboot this show. I know that the hero show's been gone for a few days, and so I just want to kind of touch base with you guys. And I just realized my light isn't on, so I kind of look like poop water right now. So give me just a second. I want to get this light on, just so I can look pretty. Oh, uh-oh. Do I not have my light plugged in? I don't. Give me just a second. I'm about to blind myself with the light of 1,000 suns. Ah! Okay. And now I should look pretty, right? I hope. Anybody in chat want to tell me I look pretty? That's okay if not. But we're back. We are back. And let's chat a little bit about, what happened, how my trip was, what happened with Coltair. I'm sure some people are curious about how that all happened. And yeah, we're gonna kind of go through this systematically. This is gonna be a little bit of a short stream. I just kind of want to maintain my streak of streaming. I try to stream every week, and obviously with me being in Japan, that makes that a little tricky to be able to stream every single week. But we're going to go ahead and discuss this. So let's talk about Coltair first. So if you guys don't know, life on Coltair was down for the better part of 3 weeks, or very close to it. And so it's nice to be back, and it's nice to have the server back. But oh my gosh, this music's a little much for this talk here. As I'm sure some of you guys are wondering, what happened with Coltair? Well, basically, there was an issue with one of the packs. Now, if you don't know what I mean, I'll go ahead and try not to super nerd it here. But, when you're playing on Coltair, we have resource packs and data packs that are not native to the game. They add things such as Farmer's Delight, the money system that we have with Essentials. They add, your things like your custom weapons, all those different things. And so Coltair doesn't have a ton of packs that should cause any issues, but it does have a few. And I don't want to say that's what caused it, because it's not technically, but whenever Minecraft updates the game, it can cause issues for the server. And so oftentimes packs will break, they'll stop, certain parts of them will stop working. And you have two categories of add-ons. You have ones that are built in stable APIs, which means that you're able to get on them, you're able to use them, no problem. If the game updates, it should be fine. You also have those that are in unstable API. And the ones that are built in unstable API, oftentimes will break because things are more volatile to change as they update the game. With that being said, it wasn't one of the packs built in an unstable API, I don't think. Which is strange. It's really strange. And so what I imagined happened is we have a pack that if you try to go to the settings and you look at the seed, you can see that it's going to say that options.newui.create new world title, blah, 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 to block the seed. I think that this add-on is the one that caused the issue. And I think it is because of the way that they've been changing the UI. And from the back end, I assume that there's been a UI change. With that being said, the way that I was able to fix this, because there are no guides, there is nobody else having this problem. But the reason I was able to get the server back online was basically by just manually updating every single pack the server has. I just went through, I updated all, 12 or so packs that the server has, and it worked. I don't know why. I don't know why that was the fix, but it was. So, Coltair's back. And I know it's New Year's, so a lot of you guys are going to be doing stuff tonight. And so this is just a short stream, just to kind of recap and get me back into the game a little bit. I'm planning on probably doing a stream again this week. Probably not tomorrow, but maybe Friday night. But yeah, I'm back in the game. We're back in here. But that being said, I apologize that the server was down for good reason. If I could have fixed it and I would have known what the issue was, I would have. But I was in Japan. And so because I was in Japan, I did not have a SIM card. And I didn't have a SIM card. I didn't really have reliable internet access while I was there, nor did I bring my computer around. That being said, without really having the time to sit and identify the issue, I wasn't really able to do a lot. And so I apologize. I apologize for anybody that was affected that wasn't able to play the server. It seems like a good amount of people are jumping back on, trying it again. That being said, it is dead as a doornail on the server. There's not a lot of people on. But, it is a holiday. I'm not too worried about it. So, here, in just a second. What the heck? Oh, this guy's looting for sure. He's trying. Huh. What the heck is this guy doing? Oh, I already know this guy. Oh my gosh, we might have to do a ban live on stream. That's funny. I hope not. I hope I don't have to ban this guy, but it looks like he's up to no good, to be honest. But let's talk a little bit about Japan. So when I was in Japan, I was there for about 16 days in the country. It took me about 2 days to get there and about 1 day to get back. And so I left on the 12th. Or no, I left on the 10th. And I didn't get there until the 12th of December. And so, it's a long flight. But my flights there were not bad. Pretty standard international flights. It's a 11.5-hour flight to Japan. So I got to Japan. Oh my gosh, what is this guy doing? Okay. Well, that was stupid. I don't know why he broke that, but basically when I was in Japan, I got there and we started in Tokyo. Tokyo. You know, maybe it would help if I pull up a map. Let's get a map, shall we? Let me get this set up here so I can kind of discuss this a little bit better. And I think having Google up will help. Rip Rando. I can tell, bro. I can tell how these kids are gonna be. Also, I know what he joined off of. Like, I know where he joined from. I hate to say it. Bro was playing with fire. I knew what he was up to. I didn't really feel like messing with it. I'm trying to do a little stream here. He was already doing a little bit of griefing, so. Oh. My bad. Sorry. I'm trying to get this pulled up. So I can show kind of an idea of what we did. But yeah, rip that guy. Hold on, guys. It's been a while since I've been live. I don't fully remember how to do everything. OBS. Oh, here we go. Okay. So, let's pop off Minecraft for a second. Let's pull up our map. Whoa, this is crazy. Crazy zoomed in. Alright, let's talk about what we did in Japan, shall we? So, I was in Japan for a total of 16 days. Now, that's a long time to spend in Japan. And you're able to see a lot of cool stuff. I don't love this map. Let me find a better map. Okay. This map's decent. Okay, we'll use this map. So, in Japan, let's see, are you able to see with me? Yeah, okay. So this is a pretty decent map. So we started day one, part one of the trip in Tokyo. Now, we started part one of the trip in Tokyo. Now, Tokyo, if you guys don't know, is absolutely crazy. If you look up the metro population of Tokyo, there is 37 to 41 million people. Now, this isn't the first time I've been to Japan. And so I didn't have the total shock, but when you see this isn't all of it. Tokyo is absolutely massive. When I tell you, this isn't even the end. This isn't even the end. The city of Tokyo is unfathomably large, okay? This is London compared to Tokyo. Tokyo is crazy. So you could spend your whole vacation just in Tokyo. Now, because I've been to Japan before, the last time that I went to Japan, I spent my whole time in Tokyo. And so I got the idea. I understand Tokyo. But Tokyo, I mean, really is like this whole area. And I know my girlfriend is gonna say that I'm wrong, blah 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 blah. Basically, this is all developed here. It is all one developed city. It is nuts. It is ridiculous. So we started in Tokyo. And we spent about, I want to say 1 or 2 days in Tokyo. Just touring different things. Not, your standard thing. Let me see. let me see if I can pull up a couple pictures here. I probably should consolidate these pictures so they don't leak my entire photo album. Yeah, I'll probably have to show my pictures. I'll probably have to show my pictures later. But yeah, I'm gonna have to show my pictures later. I don't think I can show them right this second. Oh, my audio got messed up there. Oops. But yeah, I can't show all my pictures right now. I will have pictures to show. Actually, I can show on the webcam. I know that's not like crazy. That's kind of a bad way to show. But this is going to be just the easiest and safest way for me to show some of these pictures I took. So early in the trip, we started in Tokyo. And I'm going to tell you guys, when I was in Tokyo, I was looking way different. This was me, okay? Look, there's me. Long hair. Well, my hair's still long. But long hair, beard, you know, like, we're looking like a bum, okay, when I get there. Now, my lovely girlfriend, Akari, her and I decided, you know, to tour around. We saw, like, this cool, like, Mewtwo Nintendo place. It was cool. But quickly in to the trip, I actually had something kind of cool happen. Let's pull this up real quick. Oh, maybe I should actually pull up the video first. But we had something kind of cool happen. I got a haircut while I was in Japan. While I was in Tokyo. And I got my beard cut. Gosh, I gotta sign in to Instagram. Oh, this sucks. Hold on. Bro, they make it so hard to tell a story on here, don't they? SMH, bro. Oh my gosh, they make it so tricky to tell a story. Okay. So I got a haircut, and I just want to show that haircut real quick because there is a video out there with a lot more views than I would have thought of me, this guy, with the freaking hat on. Yeah, there's a video, and I'm kind of shocked that it has this many views. I mean, it's not like viral, but like, dang, I should have cut a royalty deal before I got this haircut. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, hold on. Alright, I'm getting this pulled up. Alright. And we're gonna... Well, oh. What? What is going on with OBS? Jeez. Okay. Okay. So, shout out to my boy. We had a good time. We got a haircut with my boy here. Now, he's cut some people's hair. And he has a few videos on here. Like this guy, he did this guy good. Okay, let's sit and watch.
legs. Like I wanna
Like he did my boy good.
size everywhere. Just cut like about 4 centimeter.
Yeah.
And
But you have natural curl, right? So,
yeah.
because when dry, it's a little up.
Yeah, a little bit up.
So maybe 3.
3 centimeter.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I trust you.
Okay, trust me.
All right.
Okay, I mean this guy's hair is pretty long,
Can I set your hair?
right?
today?
Like my
Do
hair,
whatever you want.
It was longer
Okay.
than mine here.
Do you usually style your hair?
Usually I let them like dry when I go out, you know. Like when they are like more shorter like this, you
And
know.
this guy sounds maybe like European or something. What the heck? I literally swear I turned off my Bluetooth, but oh my gosh. Oops.
I used to put some cream, you know, for
cream?
curl them.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, he already looks
Pardon me?
pretty decent.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like not that far into this haircut.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah,
That's
this is a
perfect.
good
Everything
haircut.
okay?
That's
He saved
perfectly
this
all
guy.
I wanted. Thank you so much.
Okay, look where he started. He looks a lot better. So I got sent this video, which is very similar to this. Long hair guy, blah 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 blah. I think his specialty is long hair Americans, right? He has a lot of us.
You want today?
And so here's me. Now I just want to put it on the record. My girlfriend did tell me that I was getting a haircut. That being said, I did not know that it was going to be like right when I got there. The day that I got there. And maybe she told me. Maybe I forgot. I look like crap. Like I look so bad here. This is me. This is me. I look terrible. I had just had a beanie on for 25 hours straight. Okay? I have this thick beard which has not been cut in like a month. I have this long hair that is like all greasy and like I have like a separation in my hair here. I look like I'm like balding. I look terrible. Okay, look at all these other guys. Like handsome guy, I think this is a guy. Handsome guy. Like all these guys, they're before pictures. He literally looks like good before. His hair looks nice before. Look, nice. And then I look terrible. Like I just look terrible. I don't know, like and like, okay, this is the problem. It's like, okay, if you go to a haircut and you're like, hey, what's up? And you take off your hat and you have hat hair and you're sitting in the chair and you're like, okay, whatever, like it happens. Like he sees I was wearing a hat. I can explain my curls. But if you like are like, okay, you're like, you sit down, you take off your hat, and he like puts a tripod and a camera here and he's like, hey, is it okay if I record? And I go, yeah, sure, man. Like, what am I supposed to say? Like, I of course I want to let him do his thing. I want to respect his grind, but like, I look so bad. I just want to preface that I look so bad in this before.
You like today?
Like, okay, you know those videos? I know I keep pausing. But you know those videos where, like, it's like, they, like, make the guys look horrible. Like, they put on, like, nerd glasses, and they make them do like this, and they're like, that was me! I just looked like that in real life. I didn't have to wear the nerd glasses. Like, I just was like so anyway. Let's watch this video. This was in Japan. This guy, shout out this guy. He was super cool. I had a really great time talking with him. I hope he gets a girlfriend. It is New Year's, so I hope he shoots the shot here.
I think she has a picture.
Okay.
There's my girlfriend in the background. Of course, she looks amazing for this. Like, I look like trash, but she looks good. Like, look at this. My hair is like, ugh, it looks terrible.
I'm gonna keep length.
Also, I don't know why I like mog the camera here, or like mog the mirror. I don't know why I did that.
You have volume now, so let's volume today.
Okay.
And like,
You also cut my volume down, which like honestly is pretty nice. I don't mind it.
Okay.
the part.
Yeah.
So do you usually style your hair?
I usually diffuser. That's
Yeah, I dry it with the diffuser. If you guys want to know how you can get hair like this, here's the secret. Okay? This is the secret to this kind of hair. Now, don't mind the frizz. The frizz is part of the look. But what you're going to do is you're going to wake up. You're going to shower. Wash your hair like 2 or 3 times a week. And then you're going to diffuse it. But my diffuser broke, so I haven't been using a diffuser for like 6 months. My girlfriend broke my diffuser. But you're going to use a diffuser. And then, yeah, you'll get something like this. Maybe. I don't know if that really is how it works, but I don't even know if a diffuser really works, because I think my hair looks the same with or without it, but...
it.
Okay. Well, we're gonna wash your hair at first.
Also, like, look, like, this hair spans my whole face. Like, I seriously look so bad in this video. Anyway.
Yeah, sounds good.
Can you guys see it? Yeah, okay. I'm gonna say, this guy saved my life. Like, I'm glad there's no comments on here. I'm really glad there's no comments. Because if this was like a normal Instagram comment section, they're gonna be like, bro's barber saved his life. I'm just gonna say, like, this is a good haircut. I'm really happy with how this turned out. Okay, I know I keep pausing. I'll let you see.
I have a.
Look! It's pretty good. It's really pretty solid.
Do you like today?
But like he really like cut my videos.
I think
Maybe I'm
she
just
has-
not that cool. Wait, let's look at their Instagram. Did I end up on theirs too? 1 day ago? They took a bunch of pictures of me. I'm gonna be a little sad if I didn't. Oh no. December 8th? That was 6 days? Uh-oh. I didn't make the cut on theirs. Get it? The cut? Oh, anyway. Look! I mean, this has... Okay, this one has more likes. But he's a handsome guy, so... But, like, honestly... 115,000 likes is pretty... Or 115,000 views.
I think she has a
Of me?
picture.
Okay.
Looking like a total bum, man. That is not where I want my legacy to be. Anyway. Yeah. So that was day 1 in Japan. I went... Oh my gosh, I can't stop coughing. And I got a haircut. Now, day 2, I think we were still in Tokyo. It looks like we're still in Tokyo. And we go to a pretty cool place, honestly. We went to Chinatown. Here's a cool picture of Chinatown. Here's us. We went to Chinatown in Japan. And one of the things that we did while we were there is we went to this very, very, very special place. Which, this is the only picture I have of it. And I wish I had some more. It doesn't look like much. But what we went to was a massage. A massage place. And, you know, keep in mind, I'm not made of money here. So if you want to help me get a little bit more, feel free to drop a Twitch Prime. I would love a Twitch Prime or a subscriber. If you want a sub, that'd be great. Otherwise, yeah, keep watching the stream. Anyway, so we went and we got massages. Not body massages. Not weird massages. Foot massages. Now, normally, I am very averse to anything happening with my feet. I hate when people touch my feet. I hate touching feet. I hate everything with feet. Okay? I think they are a horrible addition to the body, and it really makes me sick. However, after you walk like 20, well, at this point, 30,000 steps in a day, your dogs are cooked, man. Like I don't know any better way to put it. Your dogs are absolutely toast. And so, I mean, we're just like, we stumble into this relaxing massage place, and they have Zen music. They have, incense burning. Everything to reel in a little gaijin like myself. And so I caved, and I booked a 15-minute foot massage. And when I tell you that these were like the slowest and most joyous 15 minutes of my life, there's literally nothing like this. I mean, it was genuine, just gold. It was gold. There's no better way to put it. It was really, really nice. But man, that girl had like fingers of literal steel. I mean, she was sitting here, like, imagine this is my foot, okay? With all these pens and stuff, and this is metal. She's like been like smashing the metal in, which is my feet. Like, oh my gosh, it hurt, but it felt amazing. It was so nice. And so, day 2 in Japan, we got these foot massages. We went to Chinatown. It was a really, honestly, pretty cool spot. Day 3, though, is when we start our adventure. Day 3, the 14th, is when we start our adventure. That is when we start to hit Osaka. Now, Osaka, hold on, I gotta get this fixed. I gotta figure out a better way to do this. But for now, we're improvising. Okay, sorry, there we go, I got it. Day 3, we go from Tokyo here, and we fly down to Osaka. Now, I believe Osaka is the second biggest city in Japan. And in Osaka, you can see there's a lot of like these smaller cities near it. So you have Kobe, that's where Kobe Wagyu beef is from. You have Kyoto, which has a bunch of like historical stuff. You have Nara, which is interesting. And all these other little places around here. And so we landed in Osaka, and we went to Nara. Nara was, I have to say, one of the craziest things I've really experienced. And if you watched my stream about 2 weeks ago, then you know what happened when I was in Nara. If you didn't, let me recap you. Why did I say like recap you? Let me give you a recap. What happens in Nara doesn't stay in Nara. Because in Nara, they just have deer everywhere. Like they just walk around the streets. In Nara's not like, it's not like the country either. Like, you have temples. So here's me in the GF at a temple. Sorry about this quality. Let me see if I can do anything about that. Ooh, there? Is that better? Oh, that is a little better. Maybe. Maybe if I turn the light away from it. I don't know. I don't know if I can make this look better. But we were at a temple, right? There's city, there's people, and there's these deer. And, you'll be walking around, and you're walking, and these deer, like, they're everywhere. And they're not scared. They're not skittish. Like, these guys are like dogs in the street. And they're just walking. But if you have a little cookie, if you have a little cookie in your hand, they become like beasts. Beasts I've never seen in my life. These things, they'll run up to you. They'll bow. They'll go. I kid you not. I genuinely kid you not, they will bow. Here's a video. Here's video proof. Look! 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 You see! You see he's bowing! You can pet them. You can pet them. But if you have a cookie, be warned. They will take your life. They will eat you. All of you. The top to bottom. They will nibble at you if they see you with a cookie. You've been warned. So Nara was cool. Nara was really cool. They had temples. They had these deer. They had a couple other things like pagodas and stuff that were just really, really neat. They had this giant Buddha. Giant Buddha. And this picture doesn't really do it justice, but there's a giant Buddha in this building. The next day, or it looks like the evening of our Nara day, we decided to go down to Osaka. Now, Osaka is very beautiful, and I wish I had a better picture. I might be able to pull up like a little picture here. So this is kind of like, I hope you guys can see. Yeah. So this is kind of like a good representation of what downtown Nara looks like. It's tons of these like bright buildings, water. It's a cool spot. And downtown Nara was cool. Now, one of the things that we tried in Osaka, was this thing called takoyaki. Now, takoyaki looks fire. It looks good. They're fried. You got like what's like mayonnaise and ketchup and chives. I think that's chives, or maybe it's green onion. But it looks fantastic, right? It looks good. I think we can all admit it looks good. But that's where they get you. Because it is not taco yummy. It's called taco yucky for a reason. Because you know what's inside? Squid! It's squid! And it's not like yummy. No, it's like ooey, gooey, liquidy. Ugh. Takoyaki is not for me. I personally did not enjoy takoyaki. I'll just say, like it was worth trying. I'll admit it was worth trying, but it's not called taco yummy for a reason. So then the next day in Osaka, we decided to go to one of the greatest places on earth. I think that, in my opinion, this is the best. I think this is a better theme park than Disneyland. We went to Universal Studios. Universal Studios was fire, and we got a couple hats. Actually, I'll go get mine. I'll go get the hat that I actually ended up getting. Give me just 1 second. Hey, chat. Don't say anything mean about my hat, because I do like this hat. So if you could keep it nice, please, I would appreciate that. So this is the hat that I decided to get. I decided to be a bomb. Why I chose the bomb, I don't know. But I decided to be a bomb. And, you know, I think it was a cool decision. The GF decided to go with Donkey Kong. And so we decided, to have a good day. And it was cool. The Nintendo area, I don't know if you guys have seen pictures or videos. It really it looks like Nintendo. Like you're in a Mario game. It's crazy. Everything is just so, opulent. It's so nice. I really, really had a good time. But there's an interesting story. Cute. Yeah. There's an interesting story about Universal Studios. So while I was in Universal Studios with Akari, one of the things that we did, was ride this Mario Kart ride. The thing about this Mario Kart ride, that they don't really, it's not about the Mario Kart ride. More rather, in Japan, you don't hear a lot of English. In fact, it's pretty rare to hear English, to be quite honest with you. Most of the time you're hearing Japanese. Granted, we're at a place with a lot of tourists, so it's not like impossible that you're going to hear English. That being said, I heard English from one kid while we were waiting in line. And he was a young Indian boy, and he's sitting in line, and he's like back here, and he's like looking around, and he goes, 6-7, 6-7. And, I am an enjoyer of causing kids suffering. So I decide, like he doesn't, like, everybody's Japanese or Korean, or Chinese, nobody knows what he's saying. No, 6-7 hasn't been to the East, luckily. But a hero was there. And so I decided to pull my own little prank on him. And so I'm standing. And I have Akari look at him. And I just have my back to him. Like this. I have my back to him. And I just turn around really slow. And I look at, and I'm going to bend down for effect. So I turn around like really slow. And I say, but 7, 8, 9... And that's it. That's all I did. And for the next 45 minutes, this kid was mortified. He was so scared. He looked at me and he had his brother, and his brother was here, and his brother was like in front of him, and he kept going. And he never said 6-7 one more time. That whole time he was in line, he was going off like an alarm clock. 6-7, 6-7. But 7, 8, 9. And every 10 minutes, I would just turn around, and I would just go. And I would just turn back around, and I just have Akari look at him, and that was it. This kid, I kid you not, for the next 45 minutes was just horrified. And obviously, how are you going to explain that to your parents? You're not. So his brother, I think his brother knew what was going on. But this kid was just he was in shambles. And I'm glad I did it too, because these young kids, they need to learn a lesson about, good humor, good fun. So anyway, after Osaka and there, I started to get kind of sick. Sounds like I'm sick now, honestly. But I started to get sick. And luckily, we're going to Kyoto next. And if you don't know, Kyoto is known as this kind of old classical place with all these temples and such. And one of these really cool temples that we saw while I was really starting to get sick, it was all gold. Super cool. But, where was I going with this story? We then went to this, onsen. So, an onsen is, a traditional Japanese bathhouse, segregated by gender. So, you go in, it's a steam bath. You go, you can sit in. It's they have saunas, big hot tubs for you and a bunch of men to sit in naked together. Yeah. They also have an onsen in your room that you can use. And so I start getting sick. And so we end up in this super duper traditional place. And it's crazy. The way there is super rural for Japan. I mean, you don't get this level of rural in Japan. Japan's ruralness of like their country, it's like rice field, you know, 7-story apartment building, rice field, stadium. Like their country is not the same as the country that we have here in the US. So when I saw like all these just like isolated nature, all this isolated nature, I was like, huh. So we ended up getting to go to this onsen, and it was so nice. And I don't have a lot of pictures, but this was our personal one. So you have like a walkway out there, and you have like your own like personal tub. And so I got to do the onsen, which was great. I felt a lot better after that day. And so the next day I was still a little sick, but we got to explore Kyoto. And Kyoto is super, super cool. Kyoto has like a lot of these like traditional like gates, temples, all sorts of stuff. And so while we were in Kyoto, we got to see some just like absolutely just like magnificent things, magnificent temples, magnificent structures. But toward the end of the day, at I think it was about 7 o'clock, we got there, 5 to 7. We get to what's known as an it's called Fushimi Inari. Fushimi Inari. In English, it's known as 1,000 shrines. Or 1,000. It's known as 10,000 gates. We thought it was 1,000. So we went to this place known as 10,000 gates. Maybe you've seen this, maybe you haven't, but it is 10,000 gates. And so you just have, I mean, all these pictures I have are just a lot of gates. Like lots and lots and lots and lots of gates. And so we start walking through, and, you know, we see a little picture, and it's supposed to be like a little, like, trail. And all the pictures that you see online, I'm just going to say, let's just pull this up so that it's on the record here for a second, because this is the biggest catfish I've ever experienced. All the pictures of this place, they're, like, straight, it looks nice, you know, it's like, oh, nice walkways. This is bullcrap. Okay? This is like 5% of it. 99% is this. You're just going up and up and up and up and up and up. We walked for so long. We got up to where we could see the whole city. It was beautiful. It was so nice. And like we were thinking, okay, like this was cool. Like, this is the view of the city. It was super pretty. That was halfway. We walked for 45 minutes. Halfway. And so, we went another 30-ish minutes up. And, like, it was cool. It was cool, like, the top. But, like, okay, like you see like 50 or 100 of these gates and you're like, wow, this is so cool. You see like 100 of them, you're like, okay, this is pretty cool. You see like 1,000 of them, you're like, all right, like there's a lot of these. This is interesting. 10,000 and you're like, okay, bro, I'm tired. I'm ready to go to bed. Like, and like all that walking, like it was a lot. I'm not gonna lie, it was a lot. So we get through the 10,000 gates. Akari wants to die. I'm tired. Keep in mind, we've already done a whole day of Kyoto. We woke up, you know, at 8 a.m. Like we already had our day. This is like extra. And so Kyoto ended up, you know, being kind of crazy. I think we spent like 2 days there. 2 or 3 days. Everything on this trip was pretty quick. We did everything relatively quickly. We saw a lot. And so, sorry, I'm just trying to play the game while I'm talking. All right. So that's how you know I'm a true gamer. But anyway, so after Kyoto, we then went back to Osaka. We took a train back to Osaka. Oh, let's pull up the map. Okay. I gotta fix this. Hold on. Okay. Back to Osaka. So we started Tokyo, we went Osaka, then Nara, then Osaka, then Kyoto. Back to Osaka. And this is where we're going to do a little bit of a jump. We're not going to Chidoku. We're not going to Shikoku. We're actually flying all the way to Kyushu, where we land in Fukuoka. Obviously, it's with an F, so you're going to think of it like Fukuoka. Everybody there calls it Fukuoka. I don't know. I mean, it's just Japanese. And I'm not going to lie, guys. This is the place that I knew the least about. I didn't really know much about Fukuoka, like what was the vibe of it, what was going on. Fukuoka was awesome. It was genuinely like super cool, and you know, nobody knows it. Like in the U.S., I don't think many people know about it. This is the hidden gem of Japan. I mean, you really have like. Everybody knows, of course, like Kyoto and Osaka and Tokyo, but Fukuoka has this. I think this is a good. This lake here. This is called, I think Ohiri Park. I want to say Ohiri Park. It has this just beautiful park in the middle of the city. Giant lake. On this lake, I mean, it's just like. You have like these like ducks you could float on. Like, look, we took these ducks like on the water. You have like a beautiful walkway, pathway. There's like museums and coffee shops. I mean, it is just a beautiful city, and it was warm because it was in South Japan. And so Fukuoka was just, I mean, it was just a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful city, with great food. You know, great things going on. It really seemed like a pretty cool place. I mean, it was low-key. It was pretty low-key. Fukuoka was great. I thought it was the hidden gem of Japan. It was the place that definitely surprised me the most. And so, that being said, oh, give me a second. It was great. And you know, it doesn't look like I have like a ton of pictures while I was there. They had street food, which was cool. Let's see. They had street food, which was like rows and rows of street food, which was cool. I really wish I could tell you more. It was just beautiful. Like the blend of nature and the city made it a really unique place, I think, compared to some of the other places. Also, there was a statue of me there, which was kind of weird. I don't know why they built a statue of me. Odd. But anyway, Fukuoka was great. Great city. We then went back. It looks like we went back to Tokyo. We had a couple days to spend in Tokyo, because of just the way that our planes were. And we went to Disney Sea. Not Disney World or Disneyland, but we went to Disney Sea, which is a really unique place. That has some really cool rides. Sadly, there was no kids that I really got to mess with at Disney Sea, but it's like a really, really, really nice park. And I just want to put it on blast here. I'm gonna go ahead and blast out like the secret, Okay, everybody knows Disneyland is like crazy, crazy, crazy expensive. I don't know exactly how much it cost. Okay, it's 104 to 200 a day, okay? We went 2 days before Christmas, and our tickets were $60. We paid $60 per ticket. Maybe it was closer to 70. It was about 60 or 70 bucks. For Disney Sea or Disneyland. Not just Disney Sea. Every piece of merchandise that I got there, well, that we got. Let's see. This hat, now keep in mind, this isn't like a licensed character, so it's not like a crazy hat. But this hat was $20. This was a $20 hat. Every hat there was between $20 to $30. Food, we ate lunch there. Our meals were about $10 each. $10. Hot chocolate, $4. Like, okay, some of you are gonna sit here and say like $4 for hot chocolate, $10 for food. Like, that's a lot. Disneyland? Have you been to Disneyland? Do you know how much those things cost? Like, of course they had a couple things. They had Hello Kitty churros that were like $7. But like, okay, I'm curious just to see. The churros at Disneyland are they're about the same. About $7. Outside of like a couple few things like churros, like mostly everything was pretty cheap. Like it was all pretty cheap. And like we got out of there barely spending any extra money. Anyway, so yeah, we went to Disneyland or Disney Sea. It was cool. It was super cool, super inexpensive. Honestly, if you go to Japan, go to the theme parks. It's worth it, in my opinion. Next, we went to Sapporo. And Sapporo is in the north of Japan. And you can see her face. That's about how we felt in Sapporo. I mistakenly really wanted a snowy, icy Christmas. Unfortunately, it was just icy. Just icy. Not a lot of snow. It was snowing when we got there. And it was freezing. Freezing, icy, rain, ice, just ice chunks on the streets. Sapporo is up. Let's go back to our map of Japan. So Sapporo, we went back to Tokyo. So Fukuoka to Tokyo. All the way up. We're going to go up here on the map. All the way up to the top island called Hokkaido. And this is Sapporo. Now Sapporo's pretty big. This map doesn't really do it justice. It's pretty spread out. So Sapporo is all the way here, all the way down to here. This whole section here is Sapporo. And we got to see the beer factory. We got to see some cool like temples and stuff. But the highlight of Sapporo, in my opinion, was the food. Oh, I realized you can't see the map because it's frozen. Okay. Kyushu, Hakata, Fukuoka, which is all the same. Here, Tokyo, Hokkaido. All the way in the top, it's north. So, we go all the way up. Freezing cold, but the food, man. I'm going to tell you, the best food that I had while I was in Japan without a shadow of a doubt, was in Sapporo. It was fantastic. And one of the things that was really good was their ramen. And like a lot of cities in Japan, they have their own types of ramen. Now, Sapporo's ramen is interesting because I'm trying to find a picture of it. In Sapporo, their ramen, they put butter, yeah, and corn in their ramen. Butter and corn. Which at first, thought sounds kind of weird. And I thought it was at first, but I'm not gonna lie. It was so good. It was genuinely so freaking good. Holy crap. I'm still trying to find a picture of it. If I can't find it, it's okay. Here it is. You get a stick of butter. You get corn in the ramen. It's fantastic. If you have a chance to get Sapporo ramen, I highly recommend it. I mean, you can make it. You just put corn and butter in there with a miso broth. The other food that I had, and I'm going to tell you guys, I'm going to put you on this. This is my secret to you. If you take anything away from this stream, if you're rewatching it, this is the most important thing that happened to me on this trip. Ice cream liqueur. Ice cream liqueur was genuinely amazing. It was genuinely amazing. So it's a in-depth process, but how it works is you get your ice cream and you eat it down until you have a little cup formed. You take your spoon. It's perfectly formed. There's a little lip on it. Basically, you set it to where you set it in there like this. You take your liqueur. This isn't beer. This isn't wine. This is fine liquor. And you take a drop. You put it on the spoon. You put your ice cream in there. I kid you not. This was the best ice cream I've had in my life, bar none. And it was expensive. I think it was like $15 a person. Or $12 a person. But after you eat it, and you eat all your ice cream, you know what happens? They say, "Hey, do you want more ice cream?" Have you ever been offered more ice cream in a restaurant for free? Genuinely the best $15 or whatever. However, I would have spent $100 on this if I had known. If I got a little sample of what was to come. I literally, I could eat that all day, every day. I would be as big as this room from eating this. It was so good. Anyway, by my face, it was cold. It was freezing. Sapporo was cool, but it was cold. The last real big location that we went on our trip, we went back to Tokyo for just a day or two. We got to see Mount Fuji. I drove all the way to Mount Fuji. It was a great time. Overall, I'm just going to tell you guys, Japan is a great place to travel to. And I'm fortunate enough to be in a relationship with somebody, that speaks the language, that's from there. So I really get to have an advantage, I think, in that, we can kind of go anywhere and do anything because she can read the language. She's fluent, obviously, she understands everything. So, and she's going to know what's, good and not good. So I'm really grateful. And I'm really grateful that I was able to, save the money and then that my family was able to help me for Christmas with it. And it was a great trip overall. I had a really great time. If you guys do travel internationally, and you're apprehensive about traveling internationally, I think Japan's a really great place to go, especially for your first time. And if it's not your first time and you've traveled a lot internationally and you haven't been to Japan, I would say you should go. The culture is going to be very significantly different to any Western culture. And if you're from an Eastern culture, it's still going to be different than yours. Japan is a very unique culture, which I think is really interesting. And I just encourage that if you go, you try your best to submerge yourself in the culture. And of course, respect the culture that's there. Respect the people. As you know, what's a fun little, oh, I'm gonna spend 1,000 yen. Oh, I'm gonna have so much fun, ride the subway. That's their day-to-day lives, and so respect it if you go. If you don't go, and it's something you want to do, there's programs out there. There's tons of programs out there if you're interested and you really want to go, but maybe you don't have the money to. Seek out, you can be an English teacher. You can be they have all sorts of opportunities to bring in people, especially English speakers. So if it's something you're interested in, I highly recommend it. Overall, it's a great trip. It was my second time going. I'm really fortunate to have been able to go before, and I'll probably be going again at some point. I don't know that I'll be going again in the next, year, but who knows? And I would say if you've been to Japan, you've been to Tokyo, you've been to Kyoto, you've done the thing, you're like, yeah, I know all this stuff. Go to Hakata, go back, go to Fukuoka, go to Okinawa. Trust me, I didn't get to go to Okinawa this time. Next time, that's on my bucket list. But overall, I think I got to see a lot of Japan. I really got to embrace very different aspects of the culture, not just that city, not just the rural, but really a good mix of everything. And overall, it was great. But I just want to, wish all of you guys a happy new year as you go into this new year, with love and everything. And if you're in a place where you need some help, reach out to a trusted family member. If you play on the server or you have my Discord or something and you're struggling, feel free to reach out. But yeah, I just want to thank you guys for the stream. It was a quiet stream, but not every stream you're going to do is super crazy. This was more of a stream that I was kind of happy, more passionate about, was getting to talk about my trip. So it's not what I normally do. I'm not always going to do streams like this, but it was a great time. I'm really happy that I got to do it. And there's a lot more that I got to do on my trip, but for the purposes of entertainment, I think that's a lot of good stories about what kind of a good overview of what happened. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is a bit of a shorter stream. It was going to be longer initially, but turns out I have a friend I'm going to be seeing tonight, so I'm going to hang out with my friend. And yeah, thank you guys so much, and subscribe, because if you subscribe and then I subscribe and everybody subscribes, do you know what happens? I will get rich, and I need to be rich, because if I'm rich, do you know what happens when I'm rich? I can get a hat like this for everybody. So subscribe so we can all get this hat. Thank you guys. God bless. Amen.